Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Entrepreneur. Welcome to the vlog channel. This is a little bonus video that we're doing for all of you out there. For those of you who are subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I think I'm going to be turning this channel into a media channel. I kind of realize I kind of want to talk about physical media, the market, and this channel might be the way to do it. So who knows, might be a slight little tweak on this channel because I haven't been doing the vlogging as much. But anyway, let's talk about the Joker movie. I bought this. Here it is. Joker on 4K. I love this movie. One of the best films of the year. It was number 7 on my top 10 best films of the year list until I saw 1917. Then because 1917 was amazing, Joker had to be bumped to 8. So, that happens sometimes. But the thing is, this is an excellent movie. Not everyone will like it. It's pretty dark. It's pretty depressing. I was actually watching it with Katie in the theater, and afterwards she kind of looked at me with her little teary eyes, and I was like, do you need a hug? And she was just kind of like she just leaned right into me. It was adorable and also understandable at the same time. Well, I'm here on the iTunes page for Joker. Now, you might be asking, why am I on the iTunes page for Joker? Here's why. Under the iTunes extras, go behind the scenes with Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix as they take you inside the seedy underbelly of Gotham for a comprehensive look inside the making of Joker. Learn why Todd Phillips describes Joaquin Phoenix as the most nimble actor he's ever worked with. Explore the production of Joker throughout a new lens plus more. And as a special bonus, we go beyond Joker with a director's commentary by Todd Phillips, exclusive to iTunes only. Now, when I read that, I actually kind of did a double take. iTunes only? A commentary? That's not some little throwaway special feature. That's a major special feature. One that, by the way, might be helped with a movie like Joker, which is complex and a little ambiguous, and you might want to understand why was the director doing some of the things he was doing. Well, I got my little movie, I looked at it, and it's well, sure enough, there it is. It's not there. It's nowhere there. It's not on the special features on the disc. This disc costs $30, by the way. I know people are going to laugh, why would you spend $30 on a movie? Because I like quality. I just got a 4K TV, and I want to enjoy my movies in the best quality possible, and Joker is one of those movies that deserve it. And apparently I'm not the only one who is frustrated by this. Forbes has actually written this article, Warner's Joker iTunes stitch-up is, well, a joke. And here's the thing. He talks about the movie and says how great it is, and says, with this in mind, you might have expected Warner Brothers to really go the extra mile to satisfy eager Joker fans with every aspect of the film's home video release. Unfortunately, though, Warner's has instead decided that this would be a great release to mess with by making key content available exclusively to just a single distribution platform. And specifically, Warner Brothers has made Todd Phillips' director's commentary for Joker only available to people who own the film on iTunes. It isn't available on any other home video platform, including any of Joker's physical media releases, not even the $30 4K Blu-ray. Now, here's the thing. I will say, and for those of you who are watching this, have just bought this movie and are watching this, hopefully you're watching this before you opened it, I will say, the digital copy that comes with it does work with iTunes. It does. So if you redeem this movie through iTunes, you will get the commentary, to my knowledge. It even says so somewhere in this article. It's right here. It unlocks the commentary. I typically unlock my movies on Vudu. That's my digital distribution platform of choice. It is. So I have already missed the boat on this, and that pisses me off. And I look at the situation, it's I hate that this is still a thing. In a day, I remember back when DVD market was brand new, we still have retail exclusives, but back then it was really bad. We had retailer exclusives that were ridiculous. There were some companies where it's hey, we have the commentary, it's exclusive if you buy our disc. We have a bonus episode that was never seen by anyone else. You can only get it by buying at Target. I remember buying season, I think, 3 or 4 of ER, and there was a live episode that was done where they decided to do the episode live for an audience, and they did it live twice. Once for the East Coast, once for the West Coast. And only the West Coast version was on the DVD, I believe. People are wondering what happened to the East Coast version. Well, you could get it on a bonus DVD if you bought it at Target. Now, it worked for me. I bought it at Target even though it was more expensive to buy it at Target because I wanted a special feature. But all it did was it used customers as pawns to get people into their stores. And by the way, when that exclusive edition went out of print, you can no longer get that version of the episode, so it's gone. It is gone. I don't even know if it's on streaming platforms right now. So that disc might actually be fairly valuable at this point in time. And it's disappointing to see this still going on, especially when you look at the other problems, because it becomes more pernicious if you don't live in the U.S., and so you can't take advantage of the Movies Anywhere code. In fact, while the Joker US 4K Blu-ray packaging includes a mention of the digital code on its front cover, the UK packaging pointedly removes any reference to digital code. In fact, it's become common practice for films to ship on disc in the UK without a code since the Ultraviolet service closed down last year. Oh yeah, by the way, Ultraviolet, remember when that thing closed and that was the savior? Well, that was over in the UK. That was their service. I think a lot of people lost their movies because you couldn't transfer them to anything. They didn't have access to movies anywhere. Like, I mean, heck, by the way, here's what the... by the way, I will say, this is the UK version. At least we got a Blu-ray copy as well, but, you know, whatever. This means that for the UK and presumably many other territories outside the US, the only way people who buy the film on disc will be able to access the iTunes exclusive Joker commentary will be to buy the film for a second time on iTunes. I am not going to do that because I should not have to do that, but there you go. And this would be a sorry state of affairs for any home video release, but it's particularly frustrating with a film as complex and layered as Joker, where a commentary track by the writer/director has the scope to be exceptionally interesting and informative. Some people, especially those with Apple TVs or television sets, will of course say that people who really want the commentary should just buy Joker on iTunes as the only version they buy and stop moaning. And it's fair to say that Apple streams, especially its 4K Dolby Vision HDR streams, can be arguably the best streams around. There are numerous reasons why the just buy to iTunes argument is simplistic though. First, there's a simple principle that consumers should be able to buy something they care about on any platform they choose without being penalized for their choice, especially in a world where you're faced with decisions as profound as physical ownership versus licensing rights ownership. I understand the need for different streaming platforms to try and get an edge over rivals. From a consumer perspective, though, it would be clearly better if advantages were sought through the issues such as a price and streaming quality rather than an exclusive fan-friendly feature. Yeah, because that's what these are. They are strongholds. It's like they're like, hey, you want to buy it over there? Well, if you don't buy it from us, like it would almost be like if, let's say fast food. Let's say for some crazy reason, Burger King figured out a way to copyright and make cheese an exclusive ingredient to their restaurants. Okay, you like McDonald's better, you like Jack in the Box better, you love Carl's Jr., but guess what? None of those places can put cheese on the burger. You don't need the cheese to eat the burger. You don't need the cheese to enjoy the burger, but it's the principle matter. You like having the cheese. So you're going to go to Burger King. But then you're probably going to be buying a burger that overall you're not entirely happy with because you want everything on it. It's ridiculous. So, and second, many people who buy films and physical media, especially 4K Blu-ray, do so because they want the last word in quality and performance consistency. Especially in a world where fast broadband is by no means universally available. And these quality-driven disc fans are the last people who should be punished by losing out on a key fan-favorite feature just because they want, or in some cases need, to buy 4K Blu-rays to get that premium quality. Especially as they typically have to pay significantly more to own it. Yeah, you know, I paid a lot more for this than most people will pay for Joker. If you buy Joker on iTunes, it'll be like $20. That's about what you'll pay for the Blu-ray. But the thing is, you're getting a feat, but this, I'm paying way more than the stream. Because I want the best quality, I want the special features, and now a key special feature has been denied. It has been denied. And I didn't even know that that special feature was available to me had I redeemed it on iTunes. Heck, they didn't even put it on the box. Like, what do? They stress Movies Anywhere. They don't tell you, like, by the way, remember to redeem the movie through iTunes first. This is bad. This is really bad. So here's the thing. I'm kind of considering this video my official complaint to Warner Brothers that I think this decision sucks. Granted, I don't know there's much I can do about it at this point. Physical media sales have dropped to the certain extent that it used to be where, like, if I remember the time when Princess Mononoke came out on DVD, Miramax was going to just put the English dub on it. They weren't going to put the Japanese version with subtitles on. Enough fans complained and canceled their pre-orders that Miramax basically delayed the disc by 8 months so they could get the rights to the Japanese language and subtitled version so they could put it on the disc, and those days are long gone. Do you think Joker fans boycotting buying this movie on physical media is going to do anything? It probably won't. I mean, physical media sales are so down, they're just going to see it as part of the downward trend, not like because they did something legitimately wrong. So here's my plea out there. This is why you are watching this particular video. If you bought this on 4K and you have not redeemed the digital code yet, redeem it on iTunes, nothing else. Because only by redeeming on iTunes will you get the audio commentary. But that's where we are going to leave this one. What do all of you folks think? Do you agree, disagree? Does this piss you off as much as it did me? I'd like to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.